A very good afternoon, my dear friends. So today's our eminent resource person, Dr.A.SHYLAJA Madam Garu, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Government Degree College, SIDDIPET Autonomous. Madam is going to explain one of the important area in plant anatomy. Yesterday, Madam has clearly explained about the structure, the stem, and anatomy of the stem. So, Madam is going to continue that topic. At the same time, Madam is going to take the classes regarding of this anatomy. Okay, Madam, please start your session and share your screen.
Name of a change. Going to discuss about the today I am going to discuss about the leaf anatomy, introduction, and kinds of leaves and anatomy of leaf. We'll share the screen. Sir, is it okay?
Yeah, it's visible, Madam. Please you proceed.
Okay. The leaf, it is a green flat expanded structure borne on the stem at the node. That is a leaf. It is also known as foliage leaf in order to distinguish it from other forms of leaves. See here is a organ of a vascular plant and the food making factories of green plants. That is a leaves. Leaves come in many different shapes and sizes. See here, two different types of leaves there, and structure of leaf. So external features of leaf: leaf blade, petioles, stipules. Flattened part of the leaf, that is called a leaf blade. Petiole, it is the stalk of the leaf, that is called a petiole. So connected to stem, that is the petiole. Stipules, leaf-like appendages at the base of the leaf. See here in this picture that external structures are given. What is the tip, lateral vein, and blade, margin, midrib, base. Okay, this is the structure of leaf. So leaves can be simple. They are made of a single leaf blade connected by a petiole to the stem. That is the leaves. An oak leaf is an example. See here, simple leaves and compound leaves. Mainly these are two types. In the compound leaf is a leaf made up of separate leaflets attached by a petiole to the stem like a palm leaf. See here. So in this slide, I have shared two simple leaf and a compound leaf. See here, in the simple leaf, that is palm leaf is there. Okay, so only simple leaf. But in the compound leaf, we are observed that leaflets are there. Many leaflets are there with a one petiole. Okay, that is a compound leaf. Separate leaflets are attached by a petiole to the stem like a palm leaf. That is a compound leaf. Simple leaf and compound leaves. So many kinds of leaves are there. What is the function of leaf? The process of photosynthesis takes place in the leaf of the plant to produce of glucose. That is the function. And next, see here. Kinds of leaves. The collective term phylloem, P-H-Y-L-L-O-M-E, phylloem, is applied to all types of leaves appearing on plants. So that is the collective term, that is the phylloem. That if different types of phylloems of the seed plants are extremely variable both in structure and in function. These are classified into the many types and their structure and function. See here, one is the foliage leaves. So based on their structure and function, the leaves are divided into many types. six types. One is the foliage leaves. These are the common green leaves which are concerned with photosynthesis, respiration, and transpiration. They develop at the nodes of aerial stems. So, the foliage leaves, these are the common green leaves which are called foliage leaves. These are concerned with the photosynthesis, respiration, and transpiration. Second one is the seed leaves or cotyledons. Seed leaves are cotyledons. So these are the embryonic leaves attached to the axis of the embryo of the seed. So where the leaves, embryonic leaves are attached to the axis of embryo, that type of leaves are called embryonic leaves or seed leaves. Okay, that is the second one, or which are called cotyledons also. Cetaphils, third one is the cetaphil or scale leaves. Cetaphils. Cetaphils means what? These are thin, scaly or membranous structures which occur on the underground stems and branches. So, which leaves are occur on the underground stems and branches? That type of leaves are called cetaphils or scale leaves. Okay, cetaphils are scale leaves. For example, rhizome, kham, కొమ్ము కందము అంటాం కదా సో దట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ leaves belongs to this. Okay, that we are called cetaphils or scale leaves. Morphologically, that scale leaves are the reduced forms of foliage leaves. Okay, that is the third one. And fourth one is the bract leaves or histophils. These are the special leaves developing at the base of individual flowers or florets or the inflorescence. Okay, where the special leaves are developing at the base of the individual flowers or the florets or the inflorescence. That type of leaves are called bract leaves or histophils. These terms are very, very important. Next, we are coming to the fifth one. That which one is the fifth one? Floral leaves or sporophylls. Okay, fifth one is the floral leaves or sporophylls. These are the leaves of a flower, sepals, petals, stamens, and carpels. These are also special that floral leaves. We are called floral leaves or sporophylls. Okay, belongs to these only sepals, petals, stamens, and carpels. Okay, sporophylls are concerned with reproduction. Stamens and carpels are the micro and megasporophylls of angiosperms. Already we know. Okay, so sixth one is the last one, prophylls. The first few formal leaves on a young stem or a branch differing from other leaves are called prophylls. Okay, so the few formal leaves on the young stem or a branch differing from other leaves, that type of leaves are called prophylls. Generally, one prophyll is found in monocots and two prophylls dicots. Sometimes these prophylls may be modified into okay, these prophylls may be modified into spines and tendrils. Nulithigalu antam kada, pantakalu, spines and tendrils, nulithigalu. Okay, so these are the kinds of based on their morphology. And next, parts of a typical leaf already we are discussed in the last slide. That is parts, leaf base or leaf blade. So in the leaf base, it is the basal part of the petiole. Okay, that is we are called a leaf base, which is attached to the stem at the node. In monocotyledons, the leaf base commonly expanded into a sheath, which partially or completely clasp the stem. In many dicotyledons, the leaf base has two lateral outgrowths known as the stipules. Okay, this is important. Stipules. In the dicotyledons, the leaf base has two lateral outgrowths. Okay, that leaf base has the two lateral outgrowths that known as stipules. A leaf with stipule is described as stipulate. Okay, when we are characteristics of plant, that the time we are mentioned that the plant is stipulate. Okay, stipules means stipulate means what? The plant has the stipules at the leaf base. Okay, that is a stipulate, and the one without stipule is described as exstipulate. Okay, so without stipules we are called exstipulate, and with stipules stipulate. According to their shape, position, and color, size, the stipules are of the following kinds. Free lateral stipules, example Malvaceae, and adnate stipules, rosa. So some different types of stipules are there. There is a leaf base. In that, the stipules are very, very important. And the next one is the petiole. It is the stalk of the leaf. Okay, it is the stalk of the leaf. A long petiole pushes out the leaf blade and thus helps it to secure the more sunlight. Okay, when that length is more, so that is pushes out the leaf blade and thus help it to the secure the more sunlight. When the petiole is absent, the leaf is said to be sessile. Okay, that leaf is we are called sessile. When in the petiole absent, that type of leaf is called sessile, and when present, it is said to be petiolate or stalked. Okay, this is the petiole. Commonly, the petiole is cylindrical and solid, but in many cases, the petiole shows certain peculiarities. Thus, in the water hyacinth, Eichhornia. So, in the Eichhornia, we are observed that the special character is there for the petiole. The petiole swells into a spongy bulb. Okay, so please in the Eichhornia stem, in the Eichhornia leaf, having that petiole swells into a spongy bulb for facility of floating. Okay, so that type of in the Eichhornia spongy bulb, the petiole look like a spongy bulb. Okay, remember this is very, very important. And while in orange and lemons, it becomes winged. Okay, so you observe in the lemon or orange plant that leaves the petiole is becomes winged type of wings laga side lo manam observe cheyochu. In the Australian acacia, it is modified into a flattened sickle shaped lamina or blade that is called phyllodes. In the acacia, the petiole is modified into phyllodes. These terms are very, very important. Stipule, phyllodes. Okay, so in the acacia, that flattened sickle-shaped lamina or blade that is called phyllodes. In the clematis, the petiole is tendrillar. Okay, in the clematis, the petiole is tendrillar in nature and helps in the climbing. These are very, very important. And some in the nymphia and trapeolum and colocasia, the petiole is attached to the back of the lamina at the point and is at right angles to the lamina. Such leaves are said to be peltate. Okay, in the nymphia, trapeolum and colocasia, we are observed that the petiole is attached to the back of the lamina at the point. Okay, so that is called peltate. Lamina or leaf blade. It is a green expanded portion of the leaf that is called lamina. Okay, so leaf blade that is called lamina or leaf blade. It is the green expanded portion of the leaf. So this is the leaf pods, and next we are coming to the leaf anatomy. So in the morphology of leaf, that simple leaves and compound leaves are there. Okay, so in the leaf morphology, two types of leaves are there. And next arrangement is not important. And after we are coming to the anatomy of the leaf. Okay, symmetry. Symmetry means what? In the symmetry, anatomically, the leaves are distinguished into the following categories: dorsiventral and isobilateral and centric or unifacial leaves. Okay, dorsiventral means the lamina is flat, having well-defined upper and lower sides. Udara prushtalalu antam kada. So the lamina is flat, having well-defined upper and lower sides. These leaves always present their flat faces to the incident ray of light, and upper side, which is better illuminated, is darker in color than the lower. Okay, see here. So there is a dark green color we are observed in the upper side, and lower side is the some light color is there. The internal structure is different on the two sides: Mangifera indica and Helianthus annenus. Okay, So when we are observed, take a one any type of leaf, you observe that the dorsiventral, so two sides are very different. Okay. So second one is the isobilateral leaves. The two sides are alike in color and structure. That is, we are called isobilateral. Okay. So two different sides are there in the dorsiventral, but isobilateral means the two sides are alike in color and structure. These leaves present their edges to the light. So mesophyll is not differentiated. Ziames and eucalyptus. Okay. Some examples are given for the isobilateral leaves. The two sides are same. There is a ziames and eucalyptus. Third one is the centric or unifacial leaves. The leaves stand vertically and are green and cylindrical. All sides of the leaf are equally illuminated. Aliensepa, onion. So in the onion leaves, we are observed that we are called, the type of leaves are called centric or unifacial leaves. Only it's unifacial. Okay. This is the symmetry of leaf. When we are coming to the anatomy of leaf, see here the functions of leaf. The produce oxygen for animals for the respiration, and remove carbon dioxide from the air, produce the food for the plant, create shade, create hiding places for wildlife, a source of food, okay, for animals and people also. Reduce the soil erosion by incepting rain as it falls, lower the air temperature as a byproduct of transpiration. Okay. So these are the functions, and next we are coming to the leaf anatomy. A leaf is a plant organ that is made up of a collection of tissues in the regular organization. The major tissue systems present in on the leaf are the epidermis, mesophyll, okay, and vascular tissues. The epidermis that covers the upper and lower surfaces. The mesophyll inside the leaf that is rich in chloroplast. It is also called chlorenchyma because that mesophyll cells are filled with the chloroplast. That's why we are called chlorenchyma also. The arrangement of veins, that is the vascular tissue. See here, this is the leaf anatomy. Epidermis, palisade mesophyll, and spongy mesophyll, moist space, and vein. Okay. So upper and lower epidermis are there. See here. So anatomy. Most of the dicotyledons leaves are dorsiventral or bifacial in the organization. Internally, the leaf shows the following structures. That is, the first one is the epidermis. So the leaf is covered on both the sides by a single layered epidermis. Okay. The leaf is covered with both the sides by a single layered epidermis. The cells are closely fitted and have outer thick walls. So cells are closely fitted and have the outer thick walls also. The outer wall is generally cutinized. The cuticle is present on the over the epidermis. Cutin also occurs as a separate layer on the outer surface. This layer is called a cuticle. Okay, that is the see here on the epidermis, outer layer, outer surface covered with the cuticle. A number of small openings are seen in the epidermis. Small openings are also we are observed in the epidermis. These openings are called stomata. Stomata. Sir, my voice is clear. Is it okay? The slides are visible. Okay. So the stomata are found on the both the surfaces of the leaf, but their number is more on the lower epidermis. Each stoma is guarded by two specialized cells that is called guard cells. Okay. Each the stomata are found on the both the surfaces on the leaf of the leaf, but their number is more on the lower epidermis. The stomata, more number of stomata are present in the lower epidermis. Each stoma is guarded by two specialized cells that is called guard cells. The epidermis of many leaves show a variety of epidermal outgrowths. Okay. Next we are coming to the mesophyll. Mesophyll, that is the second one. Mesophyll, the tissue of the leaf that lies in between the upper and lower epidermis, that is called mesophyll. Okay. So It is a ground tissue system of the leaf and perform the photosynthetic function. In the most of the plants, the mesophyll is differentiated into two regions, that is palisade tissue and spongy tissue. So see here, one is the cells are bigger in size. Below the epidermis, that cells are that is the palisade mesophyll. Okay, it is composed of one or two layers of closely arranged elongated cells. The cells are elongated and ash color in there in this picture. A number of chloroplasts are present in the each cell. In most mesophytic plants, the palisade parenchyma occurs only on the upper side of the leaf blade. Okay, so in the most